Yesterday, the news broke out that CAF disciplinary committee that was set up to look into what transpired in the Afcon final at Marrakesh, Morocco, where Senegal defeated Morocco. Now, after the whole findings and the whole sittings, 58 days after the final, which Senegal was declared the winner, the it has been overturned that currently now that the winning medal or the Afcon winner is no longer Senegal, it is now Morocco. Now that is the update. Now a lot of people have been questioning the outcome, the decision, and how they came about the judgment. But one thing I'm going to say this in this video is that emotion is one thing that always makes us not to reason well. This emotion is very strong when it comes to our reasoning. But once we can put emotion aside and maybe go into details why this was and why it wasn't, maybe we may see clearer picture why a particular thing happens. Yes, on the face value, it looks as if it's bad. It looks as if CAF is too bad. Generally people have already started saying Africa, or this is how your thing goes, this, that, is, and all what have you. But the truth be told, there is always a rule and regulation, law set aside for any governing body, for anybody to be successful and stand firm. And one thing I like about these laws and these rules is that they are not made because of you, neither they are made because of me, but they are made because of all of us. So I was not there, you were not there, and he or she is not there when this law was made. So nobody was the subject of the target. All of us were the targets. Now when it finally hits you, you start complaining, you start saying a lot of things. Now let's go to the judgment. First of all, these are the people that take the decision. In the appeal board, we have a certain justice, Rioli Deabo. He's a Nigerian. He's the president of that committee. We have another person, Faustino from Cape Verde. He's the vice chairman. We have Nasser from Tunisia, member. We have Moses, Namibia, member. We had Bombay, Mauritania, is also a member. Then we have Njama from Djibouti, member. Then we have Kwamale, Togo, member. These are the people that formed the committee that was asked to look into this case. Now this is the judgment. That is why I said when this thing comes up, don't take it personal. Just be very careful. Look at what is written all over here. Look at this. It says, let me read. It says, if for any reason whatsoever a team withdraws from the competition or does not report for a match or refuses to play or leaves the playground before the regular end of the match without the authorization of the referee, it shall be considered loser and shall be eliminated for good from the current competition. The same shall be applied for the teams previously disqualified by CAF by decision of CAF. That is Article 82. Then Article 83 on its own says, a team shall not be present on the ground. A team that shall not be present on the ground, dressed to play at the time fixed for kickoff or at most 15 minutes later, shall forfeit the match. The referee shall register the absence of the team and shall write it in his report. The organizing committee shall take the final decision in this respect. Article 84 on its own says, the team which contravenes the provision of Article 82 and Article 83 shall be eliminated for good from the competition. This team will lose its match by 3-0 unless the opponent has scored a more adventurous result at the time when the match was interrupted. In this case, this score will be maintained. The organizing committee may adopt further measures. Now, Article 82 have to be studied very well. This Article 82 is where it says this all. Without the permission of the referee, Senegal abandoned that match. Yes, they abandoned the match. When this law were made, they were not looking at the perspective of maybe there will be a bias, there will not be a bias, if there is a bias, or it was not part of it. So it is our emotions that tells us that the officiating was biased. It is not in your hand to determine whether officiating was biased. So Senegal took the law into their hands, and the law have to take its course. So for them to leave the match without the referee permission, without the referee instructing them to leave the match, Article 84 and 82 have come up on them, and they have to forfeit the CAF champion they are, the African Cup of Nations they won in Marrakesh. Now Morocco is the authentic winner by the virtue of this article. Emotion aside, let's face what the rule says. Men have to be guided by rules, else we will continue misbehaving. Thank you.